They back. Tatum with a pull-up two, and it's 5-0 Boston.
Well, what a good start. And this is what you see from the Boston Celtics to me, Dave. And I know it's early, but stretches of quality play as Stephen Chen.
Two-time reigning MVP. The last player to win 3 in a row is Larry Bird back in the mid-'80s. Only 3 have done it as.
And that pass isn't available. Now his decisions are much more decisive. It's like his progressions. Whoa, nice to the league. He's getting rid of the ball quicker. They're more diverse offensively, putting the ball in the hands of different guys.
Missing a shot inside. Celtics in transition and a turnover by Kemba Walker. 2-on-1. Giannis gives it up nicely. And Drew Holiday.
Situation, you're fueling their opportunities.
Going back to Lisa's report on the Celtics this morning.
Wagner on the bench. And you can hear in Brad Stevens' voice. I mean, that's a nice cut right there. And now
again, he's 0 for 3. He only had 13 points in their win Wednesday. That's just the 4th time this year he's been under 20 as Jalen. There's actually been some talk that if Jeff Teague is available, who is just playing against him on first quarter points. Abe's turned to corner. Gets it rejected. Middleton lets it fly. Hit it. Boy, Giannis was blocking out and just let the ball go and ended up right in the hands of Grant Williams. And then Jalen Brown. Holzer says they like to play him in spurts. Brings a lot of energy when we need it. Holiday tomorrow. Adetokounmpo, nicely done.
Teague, as it relates to Giannis, should not be part of the conversation. His numbers this year compare favorably with the 2 years prior, where he's been in any time in recent memory were legit candidates.
But James Harden's an interesting one because as Grant Williams gets the bucket in Tatum driving on the defender and a nice shot. His 4th NBA season out of Duke, the 3rd pick back in 2017. Here's Holiday driving, swatted him.
And we need him to be a scorer. We need him to be what he was in that first quarter.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
Know that Brad is constantly pleading for him to be at his absolute best.
Right, knowing Kemba's too much because he's not playing every game, so he feels like he has to defer sometimes when he's on the. He's shooting just 30% from the floor, but only down 5. Boston at 50%. Tatum got it on the 3. Here's Smart, and Merrill's got the interception. Loose ball back to Merrill, and he goes in for the check.
Back-to-back possessions, Dave. Poor pass by Marcus eventually leads to a turnover, then an ill-advised drive, and boom, they put it.
For the Celtics, if they're able to get Andre Drummond, knowing they already have Evan Fournier and hope to have him play tomorrow night in Oklahoma City as the 3 goes.
Consistently better defensively.
Foul is on Fall, his 2nd. Here's Merrill with the 3. But it goes back to your point about the offensive rebounds. That was their 11th offensive rebound, and they paid it off with the basket. And then Taco Fall, that's just... First point tonight for Fall. Here's Giannis Adetokounmpo throwing it down to the big guy. His first throwing it down to the big guy. His first field goal of the night, and it's an emphatic basket. Jalen Brown, though, comes Smart driving into traffic. Blocked by 3 Bucks that time, it looked like. DiVincenzo goes right at Kemba Walker and scores up the minutes. And then a steal by Kemba Walker. And the easy basket on the other end. Holiday around the screen, goes to Taco Fall and gets the shot to Fall.
Marcus Smart.
On the Suns' 2nd best record in the West, 3rd best in the NBA. Got Utah for his first point. Does have 5 assists though and 3 blocks. Middleton from the wing, and it's now 14. Shot clock at 5. Smart really struggling, but finally connect. Walker's got him here on the switch. Now Connaughton driving, and it's blocked by Williams. That's 4 blocks for Rob Williams. Tatum in transition, lobs for Brown, and puts it in. Likely play in this game. Adetokounmpo with the following on the baseline. It spins around. Jalen Brown. Rob Williams, who got the start for Tice, had an interesting first half. Blocks now. Marcus Smart to Tatum in the corner. And Tatum has
Questions to Bucks assistant coach Pat St. Andrews. I asked him if there was any concern with Giannis Antetokounmpo because he was
March 2nd. They're 18-5 at home. The Celtics are just 2-6 since the All-Star break. Marcus
Efficiently from three, they are tough to deal with. They're 13 for 27. What a start here in the second from three-point territory. And another one goes down. Watching that game unequivocally.
Meanwhile, Boston with a 18-point lead. Considering, in our conversation as that three goes, it had been 6 years since they had done a deal on the deadline as Tatum fires and hits another three.
And our coaching staff, some hope. I would have loved to have had an opportunity to follow up on of what we expected to be, but not consistently. And so this is exactly what he's talking about, right? Like, look,
major impact on this team and how it does. Trying to get to the conference finals for the fourth time in the last 5 years and maybe beyond as Middleton gets the
they left the bubble. Brown said it's now the norm, the standard for players to stand up for a cause, to stand up for
basketball. He'd be probably running a company. He's incredibly smart. He went to Cal. Was an excellent chess player growing up as Kemba Walker hits a three. We're also being told, by the way, that Jason Tatum has gone back to the Celtics locker room. We'll try to get you an update on that situation as Giannis scores. And Brad Stevens told us he's not sure, to your point, Doris, exactly when everybody's healthy. It's Giannis with the step through.
The rookie Neesmith on him and went right to work.
Smart. Boy, Marcus Smart. 96-79, Boston leading. Antetokounmpo, 11 points. Gets into the paint and scores. So he's starting to get Giannis with 9 points here in the third. Good news with Tatum back on the floor for the Celtics. 26 points, 10 of 14 shooting. And Jason Tatum, 75% shooting from behind the arc. Inside a minute to go, Giannis looking to answer. And Antetokounmpo, 24 years old, third year out of Villanova. 3-2 shoot on the game clock at 6. Tatum on the baseline.
Rudy's going to look like he wanted to attack Pat Connaughton there.
Tatum with 32 points on 18 shots. Just the fourth player this year to have 5. Robert Covington, the others.
Those are the kinds of games Mike Breen loves.
And Jeff Van Gundy hates when you throw on
whistle in terms of getting to the free throw line.
He's 4 for 4 tonight. Here's Forbes coming off a screen, and the three is good. The 26th overall pick in the draft. 23-year-old rookie out of Oregon, won 4 state championships in high school. Here's Mo Wagner's first shot as a nice save by Merrill. Antetokounmpo backing down Kemba Walker. Gets it to go off the
rim, just couldn't get it to go.
Manassas on the drive, couldn't get the bucket. Wagner ahead of the pack to Kemba Walker. Grant Williams stepping into another Boston 40-42. With a loss tonight, they would have been 3 games under 500, but they have an 18-point lead. And Grant Williams.
And I know Tice is obviously gone now, Javonte Green as well, Teague. But if you look at what they did midway through the third of the last game, crossed his mind when the trade was executed, but then he thought, no, I still got plenty left.
Antetokounmpo gets the basket in transition.
And it'd be sick at half? No way.
Merrill, tough shot. Boy, Sam Merrill, every time he comes in the game, he shows you something offensively. We saw him dunking on a guy earlier. He's hit 3 threes. He's got 15 points.
And listen, there's no minute.